everybody, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the Laurea bracelet. This was designed by me just yesterday, and this is what it looks like up close, and this is just the front side. You can also wear it on the back side. I love this design. I was having loomer's block, as you could call it, and I just kind of threw a bunch of bands on my loom, and this is how it came out. So I kind of like how it came out, so I was going to do a tutorial on this. If you want to do this after you finish, you can pull it and it'll pull those in, or you can just pull them back out. Just stretch it to pull it in or back out. It's up to you. So, for all of you who only have one loom, I did make this on one loom in a staggered configuration, so pretty much anybody's loom will do. And you're also going to need a hook, a C-clip, and at least 3 colors of bands. So I'm pretty sure I invented a new looping technique, but if I didn't, then I am sorry for saying that I invented one that I didn't. But pretty sure it's original. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before, so definitely make sure to check that out. Okay, so today I'm going to be using, let's just use this one for reference. Today I'm going to be using Chameleon Green for the white in this bracelet. They do color change, and at the end of the tutorial I might put it in like hot water, not like burning hot, but just kind of hot water to show you how it looks. For the spearmint sweets in here, which is the green, I'm going to be using the Chameleon Orange, and for the red that's up the center, I'm going to be using the Chameleon Gray. So just so you know, the orange changes to a yellow or lime or like neon green, and the gray changes to like a white if you keep it warm enough, and the spearmint will change to like a lighter green. So let's get started. Start with the loom's arrows pointing away from you. I don't have my I don't have one of the pins with a red arrow right now, but just make sure that they're pointing away from you. Take your first capping band, and you're going to cap this left peg here. So just twist it on like that. Do the same thing on the right side. Also, if the colors change because I'm touching them, then I'll probably notice, but just so you know. Then you're going to cap the next peg, and the next one all the way up until you reach the third to last peg on your loom. So, cap this one. And I'm just going to do it all the way up the right side, and then I'll go back and do the left side. It doesn't matter where you start, but just since I kind of already started here, I may as well finish here. Make sure that you're pushing your bands down on the way, because you do have to place more bands on top. And you definitely want to make sure that you're paying attention for most of this tutorial, because there is some really kind of unique, special, different looping sequences, processes, and placing bands. So, just so you know, oops, I placed one too far. Stop here on the third to last peg, and repeat on the other side. And you're just doing a simple cap in, so it's not too difficult. But you will want to make sure for the border bands that you use good bands, like that are stretchy, resistant to breaking, I guess, because they will be stretched pretty far. Before, when I was doing this, I turned my loom around so that the arrows were pointing towards me so I could do the left side, but I'm not doing that just to avoid confusion. So, after you do that, then you will be finished placing those bands. Go back to the beginning of your loom, arrows still pointing away from you. We're going to change that soon. Take your border color, and you're going to place a normal border, so go out to the left, and then out to the right. And then you're going to do 2 single chains until you reach the second to last peg on both sides, and then go into the center. And then we're going to start the looping. Well, part of the looping, I should say. Oops. I'm hoping that my water is going to stay warm enough for me to kind of show you some of the color changes when I'm finished. So then just go into the center like that. Go back to the beginning, repeat the same process. Okay, that was weird. I was going to say alright, and then I was going to say okay at the same time. Came out as RK. So, also you're going to take one more and just put a cap in on this last peg here. Just like that. Now we're actually going to start part of the looping, so get your hook. Turn your loom around so that the arrows are pointing towards you. And all you're going to do is go in the sides here and just lift over one of the loops of the capping band. So it doesn't matter where you start. If you start in the middle, on the left, the right side, doesn't matter. You're just going to grab half of the capping band, pull it over. If you choose to grab the top, it doesn't matter. It will just adjust itself anyway. You can grab the top, you can grab the bottom. It's just easier to grab the bottom because it's kind of on the bottom. And you're going from outside, by the way. You're not going inside, you're going to the outside. And just looping it into the center. So just grab one loop of the cap band, loop it over onto the border bands, and do that on both sides. I'm just going to turn my loom like this for now, like that, and I'm going to do this on the other side. It's a little bit more difficult for me on the, it's the right side here, but the left side other way around, because I have to turn it into the middle. Just grab the bottom band from outside, loop it up and over. So, then after you do that, turn your loom back around so that the arrows are pointing away from you. If you want, you can keep it like this. Personally, I'm going to just do a couple parts of this with you, because then you're just going to have to keep alternating. But anyway, you're probably really confused right now. So, I'm going to take my gray band that's going to be in the center here, and put it from the first to the second middle peg and pull it out to the right. Then, after I do that, I'm going to turn my loom around so that the arrows are pointing towards me now. Lift over this other half of the green capping band. Okay, I'll just kind of pull this up closer. So I lifted over the other half of the green cap band. Then you're just going to simply grab this gray band, pull it off the peg, but then on top of the other two. Then you're going to kind of twist this to the side, grab the bottom band, hook it up and over, and release. Okay, and this is why I like to just keep my loom turned around, because you do most of the stuff with the bracelet with the arrows facing towards you. So put it in a triangle out to the left this time. Again, you're going to lift over this bottom band from outside. I'm trying to do this so you can see it's difficult. Then grab this gray band, pull it around both of those pins, turn your loom to the side, just grab the bottom band, loop it up and over. Okay, push your bands down, and then do another triangle, again the same side, loop over this bottom green, grab this gray, loop it into itself on both pegs, lift over the bottom one and release. And believe it or not, it does actually get more weird than this. So after I finish this, I'll show you what to do. So lift over that, then grab the gray, pull it to itself, pull it up, and just grab that bottom band, loop it over. So I'm going to do the rest of this kind of quicker if I can, and then I'll show you what to do next with the border bands, because it's not just a simple looping up the single chain, it's actually pretty complicated. If you still need help, just rewind the video, replay the instructions. Just go along with me or skip ahead if you're doing this faster. Also, make sure that you're just placing the one triangle, then loop that half, then place the other one, because if you do it the other way, it won't be what it's supposed to. Like if you place both triangles and then decide to loop it, it's not going to look the same. See, I put my finger on here, and so now it turned like a lightish yellow color. Make sure they're not overlapping too, it's very important. This bracelet may take a little while, just so that you're aware, because of all of the little looping processes you have to do and remember. We still have another looping process to do. This one turned a little bit more green. I'm going to put my finger down here and see what it does. Sometimes it can be difficult because the bands are so close together. And this is the last gray bands you'll place here. So you're going to leave these pegs blank here. And now we can start another part of the looping. So this is going to be like the really stretched out part. Not this particular part, but you'll see what I see. Okay. Oh my gosh, you'll see what I mean. So go underneath the cap band, just grab the top band, loop it back to itself. Go back under, grab the band, loop it back to itself. Then go underneath these bands out here, grab that top band, or the bottom band really, pull it into the center. Again, grab the bottom band, pull it into the center. Now, here's where it can get kind of weird. So you're going to go outside of these two oranges. Pick up both of those grays and loop it over like that. So this is going to make this really stretched here. If they get twisted, just kind of do what I did and pull back like that and it'll adjust itself. Grab the top band and it should pull back towards the right. Put it back up here on this pin just like you would loop it up. You just did a little thing in the middle. Again, grab this one, go out to itself, go underneath both of those bands to grab the bottom band, pull it into the center. Again, go in the other side, grab the bottom band, pull it into the center, pick up both of those grays, loop it up and over the pin, untwist them, then grab the top band, pull it back to its other side, just like that. And you're going to do this all the way up your loom. So I'm going to set this down and show you from this point of view. So just pull that into the center, just like that. Grab those from outside, loop it over, grab the top band, put it back on itself on both sides. So this is the band that gets really stretched. I'm just going to take these ones off at the bottom. Now go in again, loop it into the center. Sometimes it's a little difficult. Loop those over. Pull the bands back to themselves. Alright, I'm going to do this for the rest of the loom, then I'll tell you what to do next. Make sure you are grabbing the top band first. It's important. Otherwise your bracelet gets really twisted up and all pulled in and pulled out. Not as good. Looping this one, loop this to the outside, then you will have to do another part of the looping here, so bring those into the center up here. I'm going to bring this up close. You're going to take these two gray bands here and just loop them back on, like over. So it can be kind of difficult, but just get in here, grab those two gray bands, pull them up and over the pin, release. Now grab an extension band, put it on there, just like that. And this bracelet is relatively easy to pull off, just like that. And so that's this side here. It's really kind of like zigzaggy and it's very cool. And on the other side. So I have a cup of water. It's pretty warm, I think. No, it's not as warm anymore. But I'm still going to see if they'll change color. So, just kind of put these in the water. You can see the orange change, and the orange likes to change really easily. But it didn't change a ton because my water, I guess, wasn't super warm. But the orange got lighter. You can also press these in between your palms, like just like this. And see, they kind of change color. But anyway, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure to check out my Instagram. I'll have the link down below. Also, if you want to send me a picture of your original design and you want me to do a tutorial on it, make sure to email me. I'll have that in the description below as well. You can also contact me on Instagram. and this turned like yellow. That's so cool. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, of course, for daily videos. I try to get out daily videos. And that's it. I hope to see you next time.